Yay! Yay! Did I make it? No? Oh. No, I didn't. It says I'm live, but I'm not. It says I'm live, but I'm not seeing myself. There I am. Ah! Yay! Okay. Okay. Hi guys. We made it. We did it. I got my silly face on. Okay. So, welcome to the first Medicine Making Mondays. I'm just putting my phone in the little holder thing. Okay, well, okay. It's a typical. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, great. So, I'm just gonna start. Kelly Bear was here, but maybe she'll pop back in. So this is going to be, I know it says the fourth Mondays, but it's gonna be every third Monday at 11 Eastern. Oh, hi, my name is Jennifer. If anyone doesn't know who I am, you're not gonna see my face during this video that much. I mean, you just saw me when I loaded up because I was having extreme technical difficulties. So, the idea here is to sort of take everyone through like what I do when I make salves or tinctures or oils or lip balms or anything like that. So like if you wanted to make it at home, there are like many other methods that other people do. Also, if you have any questions or like if you want to talk about like how you make your salves and what you use, I'm going to be doing a simple Calendula Salve, which is good for dry skin, stretch marks, winter skin, anything that needs a lot of moisture, babies' butts, you know, you know, red, cracked, gross. This is gonna be like a really oily salve. It's not a lotion. So you want it to be oily. You want it to stay on the skin. So the first thing that, so anyway, I'll talk about some of the tools that I have. So I really love a pot with a pour spout. I kind of do everything in small batches. So this is it's a Paladine pot. I got it on a super awesome Kmart store closing sale. So it's super sturdy. I don't remember how much it was, but if you can get like a good pour spout pot, it's really good. Stainless steel is best because it just doesn't like, you know, doesn't retain any of the, you know, oils or materials you're putting into it. It's not porous or anything. It's really good. So yeah, works really well. Apologize. My stove may look bad, but it's just kind of old. I got some cracks in it, so it's clean. Okay, so pot, yes, very good. I also have a measuring cup, measuring glass or Pyrex. It's really good in ounces. This one just goes up to 5 ounces. It also has like tablespoons, teaspoons, milliliters. So it's you know, more international. So I usually do everything in ounces. And then I've got a scale, a simple kitchen scale. Do you guys have any questions? Oh, hey, Kelly! Yay! No, it's okay because I had such terrible difficulty. I had to turn off my phone, so it was like a total fail. And I was like, oh gosh, I'm already nervous. So I'm already like, it didn't help. Anyway, okay, so if you have any questions, let me know. I don't know if you've made salves before or done anything like this. So just a kitchen scale. They're really cheap. So it takes batteries, stuff like that. And then, I've got a cutting board. Paper towels are always like handy because like oils get really messy. And then, so as I go, I'll just take you through what else I have. So the first step, of course, is making sure that everything is like really clean and dry. A salve, yeah. I'm doing a Calendula Salve for like dry skin or like babies' chapped butts since it's winter time. So that's what I am doing. It's terrible. Okay. So yeah, water can mold your salve, so you don't want that to happen. Oh, hey everyone! Hey, Hellcat, hello. Yes, it's awesome. Just got my oils in the mail. Awesome, nice. I'm having some technical difficulty, so if it goes out, hopefully I can just get back in there. Cool. Awesome. Yes. This one is going to be thicker, like super thick. So, that was a cat's tail. So maybe this one not so much on your face because I'm going to add shea butter and cocoa butter. But, yeah, winter. It's so dry. Right. Okay. Kitchen scale. Dry. Everything dry. So, take my kitchen scale. The first thing I do is the beeswax. Put in the beeswax. And I use this, I'm going to set a tare so that the weight does not count the weight of the paper. I use parchment paper just because it's easier. And I'm using beeswax pellets, which is just easier to do. You don't have to grate them. Whoa. I've been making these so long and I just came up with like a ratio for me that I really like. Basically, the harder the salve, the more beeswax you add and the less oil. So it's oil beeswax ratio and how hard or soft you want your salve. I like for a harder salve, I use like 0.22 or 0.28 ounce. For a softer salve, I use 0.14. Don't ask me, I don't know how I came up with any of this stuff. I'm just doing 1 ounce because I'm going to just use 18. Because this is sort of like an experimental salve. So the first time I make a salve, I don't want to make like a whole bunch. So I'm never sure if I get my herbs extract just right. I'm going to watch from my couch. Thanks for this video. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Herbs extracted just right. Do you mean like making your oils? Okay. I was just wondering if you can clarify that. I don't quite understand, but okay. Sorry, I'm super nervous. Okay, so I'm gonna use 0.18. And just put it in the pot. So when you're making a new salve, you don't it's a little experiment. So I use 1 ounce of oil, so that like I don't mess up and make like a whole lot of salve at once. So I'm also going to be using cocoa butter, and these are, let me go back actually. Let me go through. So the reason I use the little beeswax pellets, they're called pastels, is this is beeswax in a chunk. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you. I missed your giveaway video, so I'm going to rewatch it and see who won. Woohoo! Yeah. So this is a chunk of beeswax, and so it's really, this is the grater. And if you're gonna be grating beeswax, you want to use a dedicated grater, because as you can see, it's like all on here, and you're never gonna get it off. At some point, I like can't grate anymore, so I like scrape off a layer with a knife. So, I mean, the best part is that you get the wonderful scent of the beeswax while you're grating, but it is a lot of work, especially like if you're grating like a whole ounce of this. So, definitely, if you can get a hold of the little pellets, I would. If you can't, just get a dedicated grater, and know it's going to be some work, but it's going to smell wonderful. So, okay, so we'll go on to, I also get my cocoa butter in little patties. You can get it in like a chunk. They're cocoa butter wafers. I get a lot of my supplies from mountainrose.com. Hi, Tangerine. How are you? Is there a vegan alternative? Yes, soy wax will work. And there's also some other waxes. They tend to be, that's my cat. Oh no. They tend to be a little, I want to say harder, like harder in consistency. So it's a little different to work with, but yes, you can do vegan. Okay, so yeah, so cocoa butter, really thick, really heavy. I usually use like half of this, but maybe I'll just use all of it. So yeah, we'll just use the whole one. We'll just make it really thick. Okay, so yeah, I like to use mountainroseherbs.com for my supplies. They are really fantastic. The shipping, unfortunately, is really expensive, but oh, I'm good, Tangerine. Yeah, I'm doing good. I had some technical difficulties earlier, so that was interesting. Okay, so this is Shea, which is super soft and super moisturizing. And then one year my hands were so dry, I was just putting direct 100% like Shea on my hands. It was insane. Normally you would keep track of what you're doing, like if this was a new salve. So what I did 0.18 beeswax. It's like 0.8 of an ounce of cocoa butter and 0.8 of an ounce of Shea. So if you want to make this, you can. Yeah, all in ounces. And I'm going to do a little bit. So this helps as a preservative. And I should measure the vitamin E. I never do. I just never do. It's just like, okay, we'll just put in some. And I get everything organic when I can, as much as I can. Yep, organic Shea, organic cocoa, and it's not. I don't know if this is okay. Well, I thought it was organic, the vitamin E, but we'll Doesn't say. So, okay. So the last thing is your oil. This is Calendula flower oil. I made this oil myself, and I made this with dry calendula flowers. I don't have access to fresh right now, so that's why I used the dry. And I just filled up the jar with dry flowers. I usually let them infuse for like 6 weeks in like a dark, dry place. Stir them around, like give them a stir. You don't, with dry stuff, you don't have to worry about molding too much. I'm gonna go over oils at some point as well. So, but this is just sort of how I do my oils, some of my oils. Yeah, so like I would check them like at least once a week, or you know, in the first beginnings, making sure all the herb is under the oil like every day. And then you just strain it out, and there you go. So, and I labeled the top, which you're not supposed to do because tops get can get moved around, but so I'm really kind of naughty and I don't follow excellent protocol, but I got tired of scraping labels off jars. So, oh, nice. Yes, you can. Kelly Bear, you can put comfrey oil into a salve. You can. With comfrey, though, you want to make sure that you don't use it for any like deep cuts. So just like really shallow, you know, cuts and stuff, really, because its other name is called knit bone, and it literally like knits the skin together really fast. So like if you had a deep puncture wound, it would just close. The danger is to close over the wound before like you were healed. But just like regular scrapes and stuff, or yeah, comfrey is also really good for dry skin as well. So you can put that in there. I need to throw up a recipe. I'm gonna put this recipe in the comments when this video is done. So like if you want to make it, and we'll see how it turns out. So because this is sort of an experiment for me too. So this is a new salve. Okay, so label your jars, not your tops, unless you're me and you label your tops. But you know, you can run into trouble, and I have run into trouble before. So I use 1 ounce. There's a very mopey kitty by me. He wants attention. Okay. And I infuse this in organic extra virgin olive oil. That's what I use all of my salve. That's how I make all my oils. Yeah. Okay, so I've got a gas stove. You don't want to burn the oil. So I always like put a kind of a lowish flame and then just swirl it above the flame. Until like everything is gonna be melted. So it takes some time. Anybody have any questions? Or what do you guys use? Do you guys make skin salves? I don't know how many people are. 4? Okay, I think everybody who's in here now has told me about the salves they've made. But if there's any other salves you guys make, or if there's a different way that you make them, when I do my making, please. Hey, okay. This is just an in and out, man. Okay. Okay, cool. So that is all. You can also put essential oils in here too if you want some scent. Lavender is great for, you know, skin. Also smells nice. Also is calming. For babies, you want to put like a lot less than, you know, humans. Humans, adults. And I have a sheet on essential oil safety, and I don't have it with me at the moment. But anyway, you can put essential oils in here. So, okay. Kitty break. Kitty break. Oh. Okay, this is my kitty. Oh, you can't see him. Kitty. Okay, now I'm just torturing him. Okay, never mind. He'll make an appearance later. Okay, so that brings us to jars. Nice. Hey, Hellcat. I'm doing a book club with Susan Weed's book Healing Wise. So I have a video on my channel. I'm going to be doing an update video soon. So if you wanted to go through that book with us, yeah, just check that out. So, okay, so jars, yes. I'm using a glass salve jar, 1 ounce with this is aluminum top. They have plastic tops, all kinds of jars. Glass is my favorite to put it in. You can get plastic and put that in. You can use recycle jars. You use any jars with like, you know, you want a lid, you want it to be clean and dry. So, and speaking of clean, there you go, okay. So we're just gonna pour it in. This is where the pour spout comes into play. Yeah, I think you can see. And so 1 ounce usually makes a little more than a full ounce, but yeah. So I've got a little extra. So this is the salve. You want to leave the top off until it's completely dry. Because otherwise, if you put the top on and it's hot, steam rises, causes condensation, and then you get mold. So I just leave it in a safe place where it's not going to get knocked over until it's completely dry and cool. Sorry, completely cool. And so if you were doing this experiment and you wanted to like check the hardness of your salve before it poured into the jar, you want to take like a spoon or a knife or something, stick it in the salve, and then you would put it in the freezer. And then once it hardened up, which doesn't take too long, then you could see and you could test it and say, hey, I want to add more oil, or hey, I want to add more beeswax. So that would be something that you would do, a way to test it. And but for this purposes, since I've made so many salves, I sort of know that the ratios are what I like already. So I'm not going to test it. I am going to pour the remaining into smaller little pots. And I'm also like really bad at math, so like my ratios, you know, if I was probably like amazing, I would have it where the oil amount perfectly fit into 1 salve jar and 1 ounce, but this way you always have some extra. No, kitty. If you hear a cat, that's my cat, and he wants attention. His name is Eugene. Yeah, he's cute, but okay. So I've got these little tiny salve jars that I'm going to use to put the extra in. These guys are not glass. They're something terrible like polystyrene, which is not great for the environment at all. However, they are small, so I have a few of them around. You can get glass ones. You can get glass 1 ounce and stuff. Oh, Eugene says hi, Kelly. You may need to like remelt the wax. Okay, so you just pour them in. I believe these can be recycled, but you know, I try to use glass and other recyclable materials as much as possible. So So yeah, that's it. I might put the salve into the freezer, or maybe one of these little ones, so you can see how it turned out. You know, before I'm done, because I'm almost done. But so what I like to do, because wax is really messy and cleanup can be difficult, the best thing to do while it's dry is to take a paper towel or two and just wipe your pot out. And that way it's just really easy to clean. I don't have a dishwasher, so I tend to hand wash everything, and it is really hard so yeah, that makes it a lot easier. Just a little trick I like to do. So let's see. I don't think it's done. Okay, another few minutes. How's everyone's Monday going? What I have to, yeah. It is. It's a super pain. It's just like, it's messy. It's a messy project. Especially oil making. So, and I think, I mean, especially oil making, especially using fresh plant material, that is super messy. So, I mean, I've got like little pellets of beeswax all over my kitchen that like I just find everywhere all the time. So, yeah. All right. So I was thinking about doing salves, tinctures, like lip balms, which are similar to salves, but let's see, oils. I mean, is there any other like type of herbal preparation that anyone would like to make that is not on that list? Okay. One more minute for this app. One more minute. Hey, Katie. No, he's moping. Maybe we'll get a... Oh, yeah, tinctures. Cool. Did you use, like, the one where you... Kelly, did you use the one where you measured it? Or did you use the one where you... I mean, did you use the type of making tinctures where you measured a lot? Or did you use the one where you, like, took some plants, took some alcohol, stuffed them in the jar? Because I'd like to go over both, because one is trickier. Unless you're, and I made a worksheet, which I think really works for like the math impaired, which I want to share because, okay, cool. So this is the salve. It's yellow, and it's still a little warm. But it's gonna be nice and soft. And it just smells like cocoa. It smells chocolatey because it's got like the cocoa butter in it and everything. So, yeah. So I'm gonna pop the recipe in the description, or in the, well, I could put it in the description or in the comments. It'll be on the video. You can buy calendula already made up. Mountain Rose has it, as well as like comfrey and all this other stuff. They have a really good, like their prices on infused oils are really great, and mine are like way more expensive if you purchase them from my shop. Oh, my shop will be opening. I have an Etsy shop, which has been on vacation for like a year. And my shop will be opening in February, so like the first week of February. Okay, well, thanks everyone for coming. Hopefully next month, this is gonna be once a month, won't be so technology crazy, but if it does, at least I know what to expect. And let's see if we can get Eugene in the shot real fast. Hold on. Come on, Katie. This is Eugene. He's real mopey. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, buddy. Okay, he's miserable. But anyway. Okay. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know. Okay. Well then, thank you for coming, and I will see you guys next month. And then yeah, if you have any you know, want to see any other kind of preparation made, let me know in the comments, and I will put it like on the list. So okay guys, hi Keisha. Yeah, it's not time for him to eat, but you know, he wants attention. Okay, all right guys, bye. I have to figure out how to stop streaming. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, that's me. Hi, guys. Okay.